My experience with dating a billionaire girlfriend. Now, I tried to react to this and my recording crashed. So, yeah. Let's start over with this video. It's okay. You know what? It's alright, bro. Let's just get back into it, bro. I don't even remember half of this, bro. I literally tried to record this like 3 days ago, but it's okay though. Let's get it.
I had been working as a driver for this rich boy called Brian, and one day, while I was sitting at the side of the pool outside their mansion, he and his friends jumped in, splashing water all over me. At first, I was mad. Then, more people joined the
Listen, bro, I'm telling you, you gotta kill him, bro. Just snap his neck, you know what I'm saying? Put him out of his misery, for real, low key,
pool
like.
party, and among them was the Juliet to my Romeo. Her name was Victoria, and she was just so perfect. She turned to me and smiled
Hey,
before jumping
Victoria,
into the pool,
I gotta admit,
and I
she's a
swear I
baddie,
felt my
okay?
heart jump out of my chest.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was trying to promote this channel. I mean, I'm not sponsored by these guys, okay? I'm not. But yeah, so I forgot what they're called. It's My Story Animated. Yes, Story Animated. That's what they're called. So check out some of their videos, guys. I saw a few of theirs. I was like, let's check out a few of these videos because apparently, these are really good. So, you know what? I was like, let's just react to one of them.
Suddenly, she screamed in pain, and the water around her started turning red. Hi,
Oh,
my name is Caleb. Before I
I
continue
forgot
with the
about
story,
that.
please like and
Yo,
subscribe. If you don't, your crush will ignore you forever. So,
I'll just kidnap her. You feel me? I'll just play.
back to the story. Victoria was screaming as everyone else around her laughed. Those jerks. I immediately dove into the pool. While I checked for
Alright,
injuries,
being the
I
hero,
asked if she
bro.
was okay. But Brian and the others were still laughing. Brian said, "It was just a prank for her TikTok, loser. Relax." I turned to Victoria and saw she was smiling with one eyebrow raised. She said, "That was attractive, but stay away from me, idiot." Feeling embarrassed,
I would took that paint and dumped it on her, gang. You know what I'm saying? And then Peso, started recording. Hey, yo! She freaking had her period so hard, bro. It busted all over her face, gang. Yo, somebody call the ambulance, bro. Look how embarrassing it is, bro. Freaking, man. Gosh, man. I hope it's permanent, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? She walked to school looking redder than freaking, Clifford the Red Dog. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's her period, guys. Don't touch her. She's contagious, bro. She got ASD. That's crazy.
I walked away. Brian wanted to drive Victoria home, and during the ride,
Did
I
I say
stole a glance
ASD?
at her through the rearview mirror, only to see that she was also looking right at me and smiling. Suddenly, Brian moved closer and whispered, "Wake up, dummy. If I see you looking at her like that again, I swear." I tried to
But you don't do
concentrate
what?
on the road
You don't want to
instead.
drive in the car. I'm
That
gonna
night when I
crash
got
this and take us
home,
all
I
out,
was
gang.
shocked to see my little sister Candace sleeping on the top of the fridge. My mom told me she won't come down unless I give her ice cream, but we don't have the money for any. My heart broke. I checked my wallet and realized that I only had a few dollars left. I decided I'd find an evening job soon. Mom couldn't work after her accident, so it was all up to
That sucks. That actually really sucks. So he can't really do anything because, yeah, that sucks. Alrighty.
me now, and it drove me to work harder.
Learn Korean with
Bro,
Real Korean TV.
I don't want Korean TV, bro. Thank you, bro.
One night, I drove Brian and Victoria to a party.
Bye.
Brian told me to wait in the car. An hour had passed when I saw her coming out of the door with a guy, and I noticed she looked uncomfortable. Suddenly, the jerk started pulling her hand and trying to kiss
Run
her.
up and just
I got out
start
of the
giving him
car
haymakers,
and ran
bro.
towards
That's
them.
what I would have
I
did.
pulled Victoria away and shouted, "Get off her, man!" The guy yelled back, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Victoria
Bro, this dude's a freakazoid, bro. He was kissing all up on her, bro. He was acting like he was about to kidnap her or something crazy, bro. That's insane.
tried to calm me down. "Caleb, don't!" But I was furious. The dimwit then shoved me to the ground, making me scrape my elbow. I got up and was about to punch him,
Bro, sock
but
him
Rachel
in
and
his
the others
head.
came out and stopped me. I stormed off.
That's crazy, bro. This dude literally defended a guy who was trying to smooch up all on his girl. Are you really serious, my guy? Really?
And got back
Okay.
into the car. Victoria joined me a little
Yeah,
later.
he don't care
and
about
started
you,
helping me
homie. He
with
don't
my
care
small
about you.
scratch on my elbow. She said, "You didn't have to do that, Caleb," but I wasn't listening to her. All I could hear was the loud beating of my heart as I stared at her beautiful face up close. I looked away when our eyes met. I had to stop this dream before it was too late. For the next several months,
I think it is
I
too
ignored
late.
Victoria whenever she hung out with Brian. One day, I went home to our landlord screaming at my mom. He was throwing her things outside. My mom begged
Yo.
him, "Please, "Give us 2 more weeks." He replied, "I already gave you a month." I ran to hug my mom and desperately asked for another extension. When he finally agreed, I was forced to get another job as a part-time janitor at McDonald's. One afternoon, while I was mopping the floor, Brian, Victoria, and their other friends came in. After ordering, Rachel, Victoria's best friend, asked, "Hey Brian, we didn't know that your driver was a janitor too." I waited for Victoria to say something, but she avoided eye contact with me.
Of course
Brian
she
then
did.
called me over. "Hey
She ain't,
loser,
bro.
clean
She
this
ain't
up." He
jacked.
started
She ain't
pouring
jacked,
all their
bro.
drinks on the floor.
Okay, bro. You know what? Right then and there, bro, I would have body slammed his face on pavement, and Victoria's too, bro. Y'all both ain't jacked
They
nothing.
were all laughing at me as I mopped the floor.
Her too, black
Except
lady.
for
She gotta go,
Victoria,
bro.
who
Matter of
kept
fact,
herself
push her in
busy
front
on
of
her
an
phone.
oncoming
I felt
vehicle,
like I'd
bro.
been stabbed in the chest. She was so cold. Everyone suddenly fell silent as someone approached their table. It was my boss, Brian's dad, and he looked mad.
Ooh.
He told them, "I don't think that's how we treat people." Brian bowed his head in shame, while the others looked guilty. He then apologized to me privately and promised to arrange a scholarship program for me at Brian's school, which he
Okay.
actually owned. I immediately told Mom the
Alrighty.
good news. I was finally going back to school to finish my final
some
year.
good news, bruh.
Brian and Victoria were shocked a month later when I was introduced as a new student to their class. While walking to my locker, I heard some students talking. What is he doing here? He was Brian's driver, right? I wanted to tell them that I wasn't Brian's driver anymore. Jeez, I had a name. I suddenly bumped into Victoria, and before I could react, she shoved me into a janitor's closet and joined me in there. I asked, What are you doing?" She ignored my question and instead said, "And now we're even closer, and you can't ignore me anymore."
What is this bipolar? Like, what are we doing?
You been ignoring me this entire time, right? Now you want to get all freaky deaky in the closet, right? Coming out the closet like R. Kelly, bro. Let me out of here, bro. Okay? I'm not trying to get peed on, bro. Let me out, okay? I'm not down with this freaky deaky stuff, Victoria. All right? You either gonna confess your feelings for me and act like a real girlfriend and stop trying to, hanging out with that dude Brandon, or whatever his name is, bro. Brian. Feel me? Brian. All right? If he's holding you at gunpoint, don't worry. We can take him out together. You feel me? Hide the evidence, you know what I'm saying? What am I talking about?
I had never been so confused in my whole life. I asked,
Yeah,
"What do
confusion.
you mean?"
That's what this
she
is,
gave me a half
confusion.
smile, and before leaving the closet, she kissed me on the cheek. I couldn't get that kiss out of my mind for the next 3 days. It made me so nervous that I had to avoid her because these feelings were scaring me. One day,
No.
our science teacher paired me up with Victoria
her
for
off.
a project, but to my surprise, Victoria requested a different partner. I was
Get back here. We being partners together, okay? You never just ignore me. Like, come on.
disappointed and relieved at the same time. As I was
Come
about to
on.
leave the room, she walked up to me and said, "I hate you." What did I do?
No, bipolar energy. Bro, they gonna say she's schizophrenic. Okay? Bro, come on, bro. She gotta be. She's a schizo, bro. Alright? She probably got a crazy obsession with you, bro. You probably gonna go to her house eventually. She gonna find a whole bunch of like pictures of you and everything in there, bro. Some crazy junk, bro. It's gonna be insane, bro. I'm telling you,
My
bro.
heart then skipped a beat when
Brian
she
probably
suddenly
gonna
leaned in and kissed me
coincidentally
on
die
the lips. I was
of
going to kiss
unknown
her
causes.
back, but then our teacher saw us and kicked us out. It was so embarrassing. Victoria then held my hand and giggled as we ran out of school. A black limo stopped in front of us, and I gasped when she shoved me inside. I asked, "Am I being kidnapped?" She chuckled.
Yes.
"You're really cute. Now, take me somewhere else." Suddenly, feeling brave, I told her driver,
Bro, he was sitting there like, you
"Now,
know what I'm saying?
take
I
me
got my
somewhere else."
girl by my side. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with Brian's girl, dude. My voice is cracked while I'm trying to sound cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, my boy's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got the boy, the boy. I said the boy. Oh my gosh. Let's just keep going, bro.
Suddenly, feeling brave, I told her driver to take us to my secret hideout. When we
That would be crazy if it was real. She's not. He's actually a guy. Plot twist.
got there, we sat next to each other silently for a while, admiring the view. I said, "You know, Vic, I've always been crazy about you." I finally decided to give in to my heart's desire and kissed her. But then she said she wanted our relationship to be a secret. She promised me that she'd tell everyone soon. Her parents would hate her if they found out, and she wasn't ready for the backlash in school yet. I tried my best to make her happy, but whenever she was around her squad, especially with Brian, she treated me like I didn't exist. One time, she got angry with me because I wasn't answering her calls. I told her my phone was
Hey, you keep
broken.
ignoring
She
me.
turned up with the latest iPhone, which came with a bonus, a key to a Porsche. She said,
What? Okay, I feel like she wants something out of you, gang. This has got to be like manipulation or some sort. This has to be some sort of long-term tactic, right?
Victoria has to be a secret, like, drug dealer or something, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? She gotta be into some sort of organized crime, and she's trying to rope you into it, you feel me? Like,
it's yours. You also need brand clothes, bags, watches. We have to go shopping later. I told her that I didn't want all that stuff, but she insisted and said, do it for me. We headed to this high-end
Okay.
shopping mall after class, and on the way, she let go of my hand when we saw Rachel and her other friends. Rachel asked, "Hey girl, what are you doing here with Brian's driver?" Victoria then whispered something to her, which I heard. I don't know, he kept following me and begging me to buy him clothes.
Hey, bro, dump her. Lose her, bro. Lose her number, bro. Cut off all contact. All right. Matter of fact, find her in the middle of the street, and you see her crossing the street. Use that car that she brought you and ram it so far into her backside, bro. She ain't never gonna walk again.
Rachel whispered
Bruh.
back, "Aw, he's a hopeless case, girl." She gave me a disgusted look, and they all walked away, taking
Hey,
Victoria
yo, this is the biggest disrespect. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta kill her, bro. Hey, bro, this is just insane.
with them. I was furious. But that instantly changed when she sent me a message saying, "Just stay right there. I'm going to the police to report you for stealing my heart." A few months later, I left McDonald's.
That was the
and got
corniest thing I ever heard, bro. Okay, bro. I didn't need to be saved, okay?
new job as a waiter in a 5-star restaurant. During an
Oh,
afternoon shift, I was
moving on.
shocked to see who had just come in. It was Victoria and her parents. It was my first time seeing them, and they looked so sophisticated and intimidating. Suddenly, I
Bruh.
felt insecure again. How the hell would they accept a guy like me for their princess? I took their order with shaking hands, and while serving them, I accidentally spilled a drink on her dad's shirt. "Oh, damn!" he shouted at me. "Look what you've done. Where's your manager?" Victoria
Okay,
defended
Karen.
me. "Dad,
Relax.
calm down. He's Caleb, and he's my friend." I was shocked at her dad's response. "Stick to friends from your circle, young lady." Victoria started to cry, while my face
Hey, bro, find that dad, execute him, feel me? He can't keep you from your girl, bro. Alright? You gotta take out anybody, any means necessary, bro. Know what I'm saying? Execution style, bro. Track these dudes down in a safe haven, like a secluded place, you know what I'm saying? Take them out, bro. Don't worry, I'll help you out, gang. You know what I'm saying? No evidence of anything, okay?
looked like someone had punched me in the stomach. The next day, when I woke up, I noticed that my mom was talking to someone. It was the most unexpected person, Victoria's mom. I listened to their conversation from the stairs, and my heart broke when I heard her final words. "This is a warning. Keep your son away from my daughter, or else." Mom
I'm
tried to
sorry,
talk to me that night,
because she's
but I
friends
just
with
wanted to
him?
be alone. I
What the
didn't go to
freak is
school
this,
for a few
bro?
days
What you mean, or else? What, y'all about to send a hitman to kill him? What is we
and
doing?
ignored Victoria's calls. She showed up to our house and forced me to come with her to her secret place, a hidden hot spring. She apologized about her dad. I was about to tell her what her mom
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, bro, is she naked? Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
did.
It's
But
good.
suddenly, someone appeared from the tall grass. "Victoria? Are you there?" It was Brian. I immediately lowered my head into the water. I came up for breath.
Listen, bro, it's okay, bro. Alright? Listen, Victoria, he's here alone. We can take him out together, okay? So we can finally be without any problems. Okay? Let's just take a knife and head for the jugular, you feel me? I'll hide the evidence. You just keep your pretty behind over there, okay?
after a while and was shocked. Brian was trying to kiss my girlfriend.
This
How
is gold
dare
time.
he?
Straight for the jugular.
Victoria pushed him and said, "Stop it, Brian. How did you even know I was here?" He answered, "I've been tracking your phone." What? Instead
Not
of being
dating and
mad,
stalking?
Victoria just said, "I'm tired. I want to go home now." She left me a text saying that she still needed to prepare for a girl's party tonight. The phone pinged again.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't have a girlfriend and she got my location at like any given moment. That kind of is kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. There's no privacy in that. Like I mean, I get it. You know, uh, make sure they're not cheating or anything like that. But I don't know about that. I can't do that. You know, I mean, I wouldn't cheat on my girl anyways. But like, dude, I can't have my location for her to see me wherever I'm at. Like that just feels really intrusive. Because what if she could be like on some other type time and then she just know where I'm at 24/7? You know, it's
It was another message that said, "Get home safe." Later that night, I took my phone out and checked Instagram. I saw Rachel's stories. I thought it was a girl's party, but why were Brian and the other boys there? And then there were other
bro.
stories that showed
She
Victoria getting
trolling
chummy
you,
with
man.
Brian.
She
Felt
playing
so
you.
betrayed.
You is
I
her
looked at my
side
gift
piece.
that I bought
Okay.
for her birthday next week. I saved up for months just to buy her it. We had a huge fight the next day because of Brian, and I told her I would not be attending her birthday. It was all a
Gosh.
lie, though. I wanted to
Ugh.
surprise her by turning up at her birthday and telling her parents how serious I was about her. But
Becoming
little
the
did I
hero that
know that
Gotham
things were
deserves.
about to become
Well,
a total
technically, Vicky
mess.
deserves.
It was an exclusive formal party in their mansion. I rented a suit and bought an expensive bouquet of roses for her. My
Okay.
heart was beating out of my chest as I entered their mansion.
Just walk on
Everyone
up,
looked so
hand the flowers, you
sophisticated,
know what I'm saying?
which made me feel totally out of place.
I love you.
I felt
Tell her that,
breathlessness when I
alright?
finally saw Victoria. She looked so drop-dead gorgeous in her beautiful red dress. I waited in one corner,
What a
and
sight
I
for
noticed
sore
she was
eyes.
still busy talking to Brian and her parents' visitors. I met her mom's eyes across the room. She glared at me. She then whispered something to Victoria's dad, and moments
She like, look at that dirty black boy over there. I'm just playing. Okay. I mean, the dude's not even black. I'm just saying it from my perspective. If she saw me, you know what I'm saying? She would have been like, oh, look at that boy over there. You know, feel me? His people deserved what they got. Okay, that sounded crazy, bro. Let's just keep going with the video.
later,
What am I on?
her father walked up to the front. He got everyone's attention, only to announce something.
Guys, I'm pointing out that kid in the back. You know, he's poor as freak. He's in love with my daughter, and I'm going to blitz him if he does not get away from her. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That made my world
yeah.
come crashing down. Brian and Victoria were getting engaged. What? I waited for Victoria to say something,
Sucker.
but she just stood there with tears in her eyes while looking at Brian. Heck, she didn't even know I was there.
Mate in high school. What?
I
What?
silently left with a broken heart.
Canva
Are
magic
you-
layers can
what?
turn any flat image into
Engage?
an editable
I'm sorry?
design.
Hi there.
And she just cool with this.
Let's play.
Get to know
Bro.
the Toy Story gang. Jess
That's great, bro.
The next
I don't
day,
want to see it.
everyone was talking about the newly engaged couple. I went to
In
the
high
library
school.
to calm myself by reading a book. Suddenly, Victoria appeared and dragged me to the back
How
of the
old
bookshelf
are they?
and said that she missed me. She tried to kiss me, but I pulled away.
Back
She
on
asked,
up. You
"What's
engaged."
the matter? You're going to prom with me, right?" I said,
Why am I going in prom with you if you already got a husband? Well, soon to be husband. Okay, we clearly cannot be anything, right? You didn't say anything. You didn't break off it. You didn't break off the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the relationship. Unless you're being held captive and being forced against your will, then I can go in. You know, be the Terminator. You have been terminated, Brian. You know what I'm saying? Fix the issue for you.
smiled bitterly. "Why don't you ask Brian instead?" Looking
Right.
guilty, she answered, "Babe, don't believe the rumors. It's not
Don't call me babe. I'm gonna snap your neck. Okay. Chill out, bruh. Chill out, bruh. I don't like the word babe or bae. I can't do it. Baby, it's an exception, but not really though. I don't know. I just don't like the whole saying babe and bae. I don't know. It triggers me. Okay.
true." The blood drained from her face when I told her that I had actually been there at her birthday party last night. She suddenly stepped away from me when some other students appeared. How could I love a person
Come
who was
on,
ashamed of
bro.
me? Felt like there was a stone in my chest. I walked away and ran out of the building. I just wanted to be away from her. She called after me and asked me to stop. I said, I can't do this anymore, Victoria. I'm sorry. She looked shocked. What do you mean? I answered with a cracked voice. You deserve someone better. Someone who can give you the whole world. I can't do that. Brian can, and your parents know that. She said, I don't care about all that. I love you, Caleb.
She's talking about. She talking about she love him and she can't even, what I'm saying, break off the engagement. You don't love him, okay? You don't.
I just need you to trust me and give me more time. It hurt
There
to
is
hear
no
her
more
cry
time.
as I walked away. I really believed that I had done the right
Bruh.
thing, but after graduation, I was utterly miserable. Victoria and I hadn't seen each other since that day. I got another job as a bartender downtown, and one night, when we were about to close, I noticed a familiar guy slouching at the bar counter. I asked him for his order, but I was shocked when he lifted his face. It was Brian. He told me that he'd come because he wanted to talk to me. He
Why he got
revealed,
dumped.
I love her so much, bro. And I
That's
thought
the
she
only
felt
reason
the
why he
same
at the
way.
bar looking
And
sad.
now, it doesn't feel right, because I think she loves someone else. I froze. He added, it really hurts a lot, but I'm finally letting her go. He patted me on the back and said, take care of her for me, please. That night, I could.
Wow. So he just handed her over to you, bro. He's like, bro, take her and my girl from me, okay? Fill in the empty void that's deep within her heart, bro. Right? Only you can do that. Thanks, man. If I was a girl, I could kiss you right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Type of freaky deaky junk did I just say?
Couldn't
You
stop
know?
thinking about what Brian had told me. It was already 4 in the morning when I finally decided to pick up my phone and dialed a number. The soft voice answered, hello? With closed eyes, I breathed in and said, hello, Victoria.
Gosh, man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he probably got his girl back, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Blitz, you know what I'm saying? She got pregnant, bro. Turns out it was Brian's. And then he executed the baby by you know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of the story though, guys, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? Our boy finally got the girl. You know what I'm saying? It was probably a trap, she probably lured him into a, secluded area. You broke up with me, now I'm gonna torture you. Type, What the freak am I talking about, bro? Let's end the video.